What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we got some exciting news. We're going to be working on the car and I'm going to show you guys something I've been working on behind the scenes. Let's get into it. I'm super excited. A lot of cool things happening in this video. This here is what I've been working on behind the scenes for a little minute now. So as you can see, some are packaged, some are not complete, but what this is here, this is restoration hardware for cars like EKs, EGs, Integras, a bunch of different applications. I've always loved the small details and stuff, but two things I hated. I hated one, that the cheap bolts are cheap and it's hard to get flange, zinc coated, JIS approved, 10.9 grade, but guess what? I did it. And that's what these are. So the good thing about zinc coating is zinc coating is gonna prevent rust. They look good and it's pretty awesome. It's like an OEM plus. They are flange bolts, so they do look like OEM, and they are JIS approved. And the good thing is OEM is grade 10. This is 10.9, so it's just a little better. These are getting harder and harder to get, especially OEM bolts. And if you guys are like me, as nasty as this looks right now, you like brand new things. One thing that really bothered me is, like, imagine this, look, I got brand new mounts, for example, and I have shitty hardware. So the goal of this entire car and the business that I've started is to give you guys a solution that is affordable and high quality. I take a lot of pride in the businesses I start. So if you guys want to check it out, streetlegacy.ca, check the hardware section. I'm releasing new things consistently, but I like testing things before I do stuff. So we'll have a lot more K series, B series, and more plug and play kits. We'll have the exact amount of 10 mils you need for an engine bay and all that, but that is a work in progress. But so far, let me show you what I got. We have a bunch of stuff and they do come in different variations between gold zinc and clear zinc. Clear zinc is silver, so let's just call it silver zinc. So slave cylinders, brake master cylinders, strut towers, dizzies, firewall nuts, B series, bell housing bolts. We have LCA bolts, we have toe kits, we have strut forks, we have upper control arm for EKs, silver 10 mils, black fender washers. We have gold fender washers. One thing I really like are these smaller 10 mils. The thing about these are great for fenders, but interior bits and all other things that need a small 10 mil, you don't want a giant washer, so that looks more OEM in my opinion. We have two types of interior screws, with washer, without washer, bell housing bolts. This is camber arm, and then final, what else do we got here? Rear trailing arms. I have more on the website. I just want to share some of the things we have with you. Another thing I want to show you guys is we got a Street Legacy 2 in stock. We got a few of them in stock left. I am definitely super hyped and super proud to announce this business here. If there's anyone out there who needs anything, contact me. Even if it's not listed on the website, I may be in the works with it, and you guys can have maybe like the first ones that are out. So I've officially torqued down the head. I am waiting for my buddy Arsenio, and we are going to put the cams in and time them. That may or may not be in this episode. Another thing that happened, as you can see, I've traced a lot of these wires, had fog light harnesses in here, a bunch of random stuff that needs to be fixed, and I ripped that all out to clean it up. We have that old nasty bell housing. We have a brand new one in there that has to put in, but my goal, I want you guys to take a really good look at this bay. It's not going to be my 100% this year because I want the car out and running and I've had a late start, but it's going to look night and day difference from what you see here. We're going to move obviously fuel filters out and clean up everything in here. Like, that slave has got to go, and then we'll use our hardware to dress up the entire bay. What I think I'm going to do, since I removed the exhaust because we need a 3-inch exhaust for the turbo application, I might tackle the lower control arms today. Arsenio is going to hopefully come by this weekend and we're gonna work on the motor side of stuff. I'm new to the B series stuff. I don't want to mistime it. I know how to do it because I've obviously watched YouTube videos, but I just want to be 100% sure. After we have those lovely cams and the motors timed, we are going to be doing with all this fun stuff. And one thing we'll probably do in today's video, I want to see how the intercooler is gonna mount up here. If we need to make or weld some tabs or brackets or anything of that sort, but we got a lot of work to do. But I'm starting to get really excited again about this. This build could not be possible without great people behind me. So I want to say a big thank you to K-Tune and Garage 16. K-Tune provided me with these amazing LCAs, and Garage 16 hooked me up with the True Heart subframe brace. Most companies will provide you with the 6 bolts needed to put these guys through and attach them to your car, right? Which is cool, very nice. But if your car is old like mine and things break, imagine working Sunday night on your car and you're not able to go to any stores and you're doing this. And like many people, these bolts end up breaking on the OEM setup, and sometimes your welded nut snaps and then you're kind of screwed and stranded. If you're like me in the beginning of this, a lot of times this was my daily car that I was working on late at night and I needed to go to work or school the next day. So what I provide you, which you hopefully don't need, but I provide it, is additional hardware in case that happens. I provide you with grade 10 nuts and some washers. My thing is, hopefully you don't need this, but if you do, I got you, because I've been there many times. Some people who do these businesses unfortunately don't work on cars, but I do, and I know things happen, especially with Canadian rusty cars or even some of the US cars. If you're part of that salt belt, this happens all the time. We have ourselves a very shiny amount of stuff to install. Let's get into it. I have some gold control arms that are in there with some dinky tie bar. I absolutely used to hate looking at the rear of my car and seeing that. This is going to make it look so much better. See the last video and you're wondering what this giant box is in front of the Golf R. If you want to see what really happened, go check out the last video, and some unfortunate things happened to this beautiful Golf R. So as you guys can see, underneath the Golf R, we have some gold LCAs that are skunked too. We have a weird little dinky ass tie bar, and it's time to change it. I've had it for too long. It does not suit what I want to do, and I think the clear and polished look will look way, way better. All right, first thing we're gonna do is remove the old stuff. I already have this tire off. I'm gonna remove the tire that's on the other side, get to these LCAs, and hopefully these bolts haven't seized up. I'm pretty sure I've removed them in the past and we should be good. But you never know, wish me luck. But luckily I'm prepared with additional hardware that came with my Street Legacy hardware kit. I gotta stop doing these plugs. Incredible. I've had this out already last summer, and we're still having this much issues. Mission success. These are still pretty fairly new. Funny enough, Justin, the last owner of the CK, came to Garage 16 and bought them for me. These will be going up for sale along with that tie bar that's underneath there. I'll clean them up, sell them pretty cheap. Let's tackle that side now. Easy. That last one came out. I had faith. The main difference you're going to see between these two bolts is that these are not fluted. So I definitely recommend using some anti-seize. It's going to go a long way. But as you can see, these are grade 10. I don't know if it's going to show. And these guys are 10.9, so a little better. But it's going to make the look so much better. The problem with a lot of these bolts, a lot of these companies give you, is they're cheap bolts. And when it comes to suspension, I don't mess around. I'm going to have my daughter in it. I only want the best. So one thing I didn't account for was the subframe brace. Luckily they provide some hardware. It's okay. It's a grade 8.8, minor 10.9, so way better in my opinion. But what I'm going to do is I've taken these dimensions and I'm going to order these in and offer these as a add-on or a package for you guys also. You can get LCAs with this installed. I'm going to use their bolt for now for this video, just to finish the video, because I don't have anything in this size. But if you're installing LCAs without the subframe brace, you're good with the bolts I provided. With the subframe brace, you will need a longer bolt. So usually when you do buy these, they'll come with the bolt. If you want to upgrade them, keep an eye on my website. I will be providing these shortly. What I'm going to do first is install this corner into the edge over there, and then work our way across. I will put 1, 2, and then we will work with the larger one and the subframe brace. Doesn't this look so much better already? My God. Let's finish the install, boys. All right, everything is in there. It's loose. I'm going to tighten it down right now, and it looks so much better. My vision is coming. It's coming to reality. This is going to be my best build yet. And I've said that 100 times. You guys are probably sick and tired of hearing it, but it keeps me motivated to keep going and doing better and better and better. Okay, let me tighten that down. I'll be right back. Believe it or not, I'm actually having troubles putting this bolt in. It's just getting stuck. I'm assuming the longest bolt goes in the longest section, right? What's odd too, I'm assuming they did it on purpose, but they gave you a 13 mil bolt instead of a 14 mil. So there's going to be a thickness difference, which I'm going to try installing my bolt and see how far I can get with the threads. Oh, there goes that one. And let's just see. It's an experiment. So the 14 seems like it works better, but I don't think I have enough threads back there. I'm trying to push you guys back there. I felt it. They are, I don't feel comfortable with that. So I wouldn't advise doing this. I'm going to do this for now, just for this install purpose, because these, this looks like POV here. Those 13 mil bolts are a little sketchy and they weren't working very well for me. I was trying to install them and they were at the point where I thought they were going to break, and I was like, here we go. And this is all not staged or planned. I'm not that smart, but let's use my bolts for now, just for that. They are in. Check that out, boys. I was having issues with that bolt that goes into the hub right there. The welded nut on the back end was a little messed up, but that was the test to see the quality of the bolts I do have. If the bolt broke, that means my bolts are trash. And the bolt prevailed and it went through. I was using my big 1/2-inch gun here and taking my time putting it in, and it worked. For the subframe here, I need to get longer bolts. Those are just holding it in for now. I'm just gonna put the washer and nut on the end of these guys here. And yeah, we're good to go. It looks so much better. Can't wait to see the car down with the clear tails, the white wheels. I think the rear end's gonna look really nice. The only thing I'm debating on doing is swapping this out for a spoon style carbon little duckbill. I think it might look a little better. What do you guys think? Type R or spoon? Let me know below. And clears or Type R? That is the question. All right, guys, well, there it is. The other suspension hardware is going to be for a different video. I wanted to tackle the LCAs with the subframe brace for this car because I have a long list of things to do. I'm hoping the next video is going to be finishing up the motor and installing the turbo header, the turbo manifolds, all that fun stuff. So that is what I want to do for the next episode. If you stuck to the end, I just want to say thank you. You guys are the OGs. Anyone that sticks to the end is my personal favorite. But I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I know this wasn't the most insane video, but it is a video, and my goal is to be on track again with post every single week. Saying that, what is your favorite days to watch YouTube videos? Let me know down below, and maybe I'll rearrange posting dates depending on that. Usually I do Fridays or Saturdays. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I love you guys. Do it once, do it right. Like, comment, and subscribe. Peace out.